What's up, guys? Went to the lake this weekend. As you can see, we done pretty dang good. We wound up with 5 flatheads. This is the three biggest ones. We got a couple more in the cooler that's decent size. And we kept a handful of blues and maybe a channel or two. Love our flatheads. In our opinion, that's like the best tasting fish that there is. We were sure happy to get these right here. But we fixing to jump on cleaning these big boys. But this is just a touch over 40. This is around 35, and I don't know, I didn't never weigh this one. Just looking at it, maybe 20, or maybe a little better. And we got a couple smaller that's in the teens possibly. I'm gonna jump on cleaning them. We're gonna do it our way. It might not be everybody's way, and it might not be perfect, but they'll be clean, and we won't waste no meat. But we're fixing to jump on this big boy right quick and show you how we do it. Y'all come on. All right, guys, we got the big one laid up here. I like to start from the belly. Cut this anal fin out. Get this belly meat. You ain't got to do all this, get all this stuff out. You can do it around it, but I'm just doing it so you can see better what I'm doing. We can throw him on the barbecue. Smaller flats is a lot easier to clean, of course. But I'm gonna cut this belly meat out first, and then I'm gonna get the fillets off. The wings is what I call them. Run the top of the ribs. Inch-and-a-half T-bone steak. And that's the prize on a flathead catfish. And you know, a flathead's aggravating to work with. They're not as easy to deal with as a channel or a blue. So I normally like to take the head off, but I'm gonna work it from the top down. But you also want to get this cheek meat, and this big of a catfish is gonna have good cheek meat. You just feel for the softness. medallion. I didn't get all of it, but we got most of it. And a catfish this big is hard to work with. Looks like we're taking the back strap out of a deer. Work around them ribs. They got a big spine, so it's you angle your knife down when you're working. Don't just go straight to the backbone and think you're getting all the meat. When you get the other side of that spine, kind of angle around. And that's just ribs. That ain't meat. I don't know if you can get in there and see, but see how far down the ribs go on the flathead? They go way down the body. They don't just stop up here. So. We're gonna repeat that on the other side. So while we're going, I'll go ahead and skin this one out because I ain't gonna bore you with the other side, but just like you do in a deer, work it down. It looks like you make, I mean, like I said, it looks like you left meat, but as you can hear, that's just rib. And these ribs are big enough, you could cut them off. Take you a hacksaw or something like that and cut these ribs off and get the little meat in between them, but there ain't much left on there. And this fillet, being as big as it is, I'm gonna do one of these in the belly meat and medallion there, or the cheek meat, and show you how we do it without having to use the fillet knife. But this fillet is so big, I'm gonna do it in sections. This is a bloodline right here. If y'all know anything about salt water or big freshwater, fish have bloodline, so it ain't a waste of meat. It's always easier to get right on the edge of a table, cut board, and don't go all the way down. As you can see right there, that sinew, that blood, that's where you get your fishy taste from. We want to avoid that. So stay a little bit above the skin. I don't want to drop that on the ground. And there's a little bit left on there, but you can trim that out. And we cutting these up in nuggets, about like that. I'll do this next section in a second, but I'll go ahead and get this belly meat and show you how we do it in sections. That's some fine eating right there. You guys know this catfish gets slimy. My bottom section is getting a little slimy on me. Find me a starting point. There we go. There's the skin gone and a little bit of bloodline stuck in there. You got a clean big chunk of piece of meat. And you can take this a little bit off. It's not near, I mean, of course, it's just the inside of the belly. We'll go ahead and do it. The belly lining. Sometimes you might leave a little piece on there. There ain't nothing a sharp knife won't fix. And we're gonna nugget these up as well, just like the rest of it. This is the best part on a flathead, in our opinion. So that's about just right. Last but not least, the cheek meat. I don't want to get in trouble with you guys with this. And there's your skinned piece of cheek. You can cut that little bit of blood out and trim it off if you want to. There's cheek meat, there's belly meat, and there's some fillet. And that's it, guys. Skin gone. We're gonna continue to work on these. A 40-pound catfish, we got about 13.5 pounds. So if you do that, that's about a third. So if you, that's just give you a reference. So if you caught you a 60-pound catfish, it'll be about 20 pounds of yield on it. That's just a reference. Don't beat me up too bad in the comments about my job, but there ain't a whole lot of meat left on there. It'll piss the buzzard off anyway. This is no skinning. We ain't got to sit there and grab with a pair of skinning pliers and bust our knuckles and break our wrists. Just use a good sharp knife and you can get it done. Appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned to the next one, guys.